Hello, my name is Asha LeCount, and I'm going to speak in this video to you today about being disrespected. You may be dealing with disrespect from your boss, from your spouse, and from a situation that you are in right now where you're being underpaid or undervalued. And the reason I'm excellent at teaching this is because I've gone through this. And the reason I went through this so aggressively is because I kept undervaluing myself and accepting breadcrumbs because I was addicted to it. So stick around because I'm going to give you an entirely different perspective on why this keeps happening for you and why, see how I said why this keeps happening for you? It keeps happening for you so that you will make a behavioral change for you, not for anybody else. Okay. I want you to imagine if you and let's say Beyonce or let's say Michael Jordan were standing in a room, is somebody going to disrespect Michael Jordan or Beyonce versus someone like you? No. And the reason this is because they're not available for that. They've built success, they've built etc., but they haven't, it's not just about that, it's about the energy that they actually embody of extreme focus and discipline on their craft. So what happened for me, and I want to share this personal story, is I would let everybody in their mother into my energy field without knowing my own value of what I could bring to the table. So I would let people who were definitely meant to be clients become friends. And I would also let men into my life that were not men that I should have let into my life, full stop, period. I would open up to these people because I am here to serve humanity and I'm a loving, kind woman. But guess where that got me? Over and over and over again, it got me into chaos. It got me into undervaluing myself and just giving a little bit more and doing this. But the reality is this, it was me that was available for it. So I'm going to tell you three ways that you can stop this right now. Now, if you are in a circumstance where this is happening at home, let's say your wife is not respecting you, or your husband is not respecting you, or your kids aren't respecting you, there is a very, very, very simple reason why that is happening. You are not doing enough of what brings you joy. It is that simple. Your friends will disrespect you, your children will disrespect you, and your spouses will disrespect you when you are not doing what brings you joy. The second caveat to that is you care what they're doing too much. You're putting too much pressure onto them about what they're doing, what they're not doing. And what they're doing, what they're not doing, what they're doing, what they're not doing, that it causes them to not do the things that you want them to do because you're putting all your energy onto them. And so then again, you get disrespected. So in each of those circumstances, you need to focus on things that bring you joy. That's the way it goes. It doesn't mean you neglect other people and you don't care about other people. You'll actually find that when you put yourself first and what is inside your heart and your purpose, when you put that first and you stop putting it on the back burner, you have more room to care about helping other people. That's how it works. And so there's this element of selfishness that you must have as a man or a woman in order to receive respect from other people. Now, this doesn't mean that you ignore other people or you treat other people poorly. It simply means that you have decided that, yeah, you're going to do the thing that you're here to do like in support other people with what they're here to do as well. And then from there, you set values, you set framework, you set systems. It's this energy that you must embody what you're doing because every time you're like, they're not doing the thing, they're not doing the thing, they're not respecting me, they're not respecting me, your energy is leaking into something that isn't helping you right now. My alarm's just going off. It's a funny alarm. It's like it's almost time for me to finish up. So that's number one. Number two, okay? So the first point is that you don't have enough self-love. You don't have enough self-worth to actually go after what you want to go after. So you're now taking your energy and you're putting it into other people. Number two, this is going to be a bomb ass one, but not as good as number three. But number two, the reason this is happening is because of the rejection wound. Now, I've had clients say to me, I've never been abandoned. Abandonment wound, rejection wound, okay? It's both. I've never been abandoned. I've never been rejected, right? Most people have, but some say like, "Oh, I've got great parents. I've never been abandoned. I've never felt that way." But that's the wrong way to look at it. It's, are you abandoning yourself? Are you rejecting parts of yourself? So if you have a fear of being rejected, if you have a fear of actually letting go and trusting, if you actually let go of all the things that you're holding on to, if you let go of that, you are in, if you do not let go of that and let go of like the things that you're holding on to that are not serving you anymore, you're rejecting yourself. Oh my God. So this was a huge one for me. I knew when I was growing, I had to make a shift. I had to do it. And it was in my marriage. I was like, the marriage wasn't growing. I had to make a move. It was a very, very scary time. And what that involved was me speaking up, speaking my truth. And when I did it and I let go of that relationship, I instantly saw that it was me, that it was me that was afraid of myself. Like I was afraid of my own power. So I was like shutting it down and then blaming it on someone else. So it's the same thing with, let's say you want to get a raise or you want to charge more money for your services. Actually charging more money for your services is sending out a signal that, oh my God, somebody's going to pay me this amount of money. And that can, in itself can be really scary. When I first started charging 20, $30,000 for my work in corporate, it was scared me. I was like, oh my God, like who's going to pay this? Let me go back to 5,000, because I was so afraid of like holding it. And then I was fulfilling my own self-rejection wound. I was fulfilling my own self-rejection wound. If you have a desire for wealth, abundance, and you also have the ability to create it because you're an action taker and it's still not happening, there's a part of you that needs work. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, and you got to get right with your vision and your values and then stop rejecting your vision and values. Stop rejecting it. I had someone recently say to me, you got to check in on your vision and values. This is one of my coaches. And when I did, I was like, oh my God, my vision and my values are my family. And my family right now is me and my son. That's what my family is right now. That is my number one priority. So you want to ask yourself, like, where in that energy, when I send out that signal, the right man shows up, the right clients show up, the right people show up, because I'm teaching you how to contain your energy and stop leaking it everywhere. Stop rejecting yourself. Stop leaking it. Stop saying yes when you need to say no. Stop people pleasing. Stop undercharging. You can do that. Okay, but you got to back it up. You got to back it up with receipts and action and all the wonderful things that you do to serve people and or, serve the company that you're working for. But ultimately, if you don't do that, you are rejecting yourself. This first one, again, is going back to it is self-worth and self-love and actually focusing on the things that you want to do. Number two, the rejection wound and the abandonment wound. And then number three, the ultimate thing that is going to stop you from being in this situation where you're continuously being disrespected is actually detaching and taking action. So you've got to detach from the first two, you've got to detach and still take action regardless. This is where you become a literal ninja to yeses and nos, but you also have the audacity to step inside the room and know your value. Okay. When you have this level of confidence, people will try to insult you and it will be a compliment. Someone said to me the other day, I said, oh, wow, a lot of sexual energy in here. We were in acting class and some people were doing some like, oh, it was me and like another guy and another girl and we're having jokes. And I was like, oh, wow, a lot of sexual energy in here. And one of the people in the class was like, oh, that's you. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. No, I think they meant it as an insult, right? And I think she even said like, no, I didn't like that wasn't a compliment or something. And I was like, oh well, for who? Like for me it was because I don't do things because I'm trying to fill a hole inside of myself. I do things because I'm sovereign and because I have a high desire and level to be my authentic self, my beautiful authentic self. And that was again someplace I really struggled because I got a lot of things going on here. I got sexual energy, I got relationship, I teach golf clubs, I teach real estate, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to tell you to tone it down and this and that and the other thing. But That personally doesn't work for me. I like being too much. I like having a lot of expression. I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, I'm an actor, all the things that bring me joy. And people are like, oh, don't burn yourself out. But I've never burnt out. I've never burnt out. The more I do things that bring me joy, the happier I am. The more money I make, the more I align. So I'm here to teach you how to do these things. And believe it or not, the way that I just described it with your self-love and your self-worth, dealing with your rejection wound and your abandonment wound, and then taking the action with detachment is exactly how my process works and Ignite, my community for people just like you. It is only $498, which comes to about $65 a week for 8 weeks. After that, you can stay in the community for the rest of your life for $89 a month. This community is designed for men and women just like you who are done being putting yourself last and you were ready to actually step into the magic and the power that you have in this lifetime and receive abundance in a way that's not just another damn strategy because trust me guys, that shit doesn't work. You got to get to the root of the wounds and roots of the behavior. Once you do that, things will really start to shift for you. You start to see yourself in a totally different way and you'll start to respect people around you that you may have looked at through an egoic lens before. I'm so excited to serve you. So come on in. If you are interested in working with me one-on-one, my one-on-one programs do start at 4 to 5 figures. So just let me know and we can absolutely have that chat. But of course, Ignite is a great start. I also have a quantum energy session. I think right now it's only $333 and you get a half hour with me and we literally do a ton of energy work on you and we come up with a nice strategy and plan for you to start taking some action. That's only $333 right now. I'm filming this in August of 2026. And go ahead and check out the links below and I'll see you soon. All right? Come on, you deserve it. Stop disrespecting yourself by letting others disrespect you. And it's not by shutting them out, it's by going deeper into yourself. Boom.